Hi, I'm Jeremy and this is Yoga with Jerm. Today's practice is going to be a nice fluid flow, one that starts from a few simple poses and starts to build up into something a little bit more complex. We're not going to be working too deeply into any one body part, just simple poses put together into something that eventually flows. Before we get into the practice today, just a quick reminder that this Sunday, the 21st of June, is going to be International Day of Yoga, and the studio that I teach at, Nithya Priyan School of Yoga, is going to have some free yoga classes all through the day. I have a slot on that day as well where I teach, and I would love for you to join me in that class. So head down into the description box below for the instructions for how to join this class. Let's get started now. And let's start today's practice in downward facing dog. With the hips up high, the heels reaching for the mat, the chest is pressing towards the thighs. Go ahead and paddle it out, bending one knee then the other, swaying the hips from side to side, dropping one shoulder then the other. Take this time to really get comfortable in down dog. We're going to be jumping straight into the practice from here. As you continue to paddle out the feet. And when you're ready, coming to stillness in downward facing dog. And let's start with the left foot forward between the hands for low lunge. Dropping the back knee. Untuck the toes, lifting the arms up towards the ceiling as you sink the hips forward and down. Stay here to breathe as you hold for 5. The hips a little bit lower. 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Place the hands on the hips as you straighten the front knee, finding half splits. Inhale to lengthen up the spine. Exhale as you hinge at the hips, folding forward, hands down onto the mat. Breathe and hold, keeping that left foot nicely flexed for 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. As you rebend the front knee, crawl the hands to the front of the mat, good, tuck the back toes. Let's swing the arms back. Then on the inhale, as you lift the arms up, lifting the back knee off as well, coming to a high lunge. Staying here in this beautiful high lunge with the back knee completely straight, pressing into the right toes, holding it here for 5, 4, nice and strong, 3, biceps close to the ears, 2, strong all the way through the fingertips, right hand forward, 1, left hand is back, coming into a revolved high lunge. Try to gaze backwards towards the left thumb here. Imagine you're being pulled in opposite directions for 5, and the body should not be leaning forward. 4, try to center the body here. 3, 2, then on the inhale, 1, back to center, both arms up, and exhale the hands down. Step back to plank. And let's take our first vinyasa for today by bending the elbows, lower down for Chaturanga Dandasana, or option knees, chest, chin. Inhale for Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to push back for downward facing dog. Holding it here to breathe. 5, 4, just getting a little more used to the down dog. 3, 2, and 1. Right foot forward between the hands. Low lunge. Drop the back knee. Untuck the toes, lifting the arms up towards the ceiling as you sink the hips forward and down. Staying here to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and as you bring the hands on the hips, 1, straightening the front knee, finding half splits. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, fold forward, hands down onto the mat. Right foot nicely flexed. And don't worry if the hamstrings are feeling tight, keep the knees slightly bent, belly close to the thighs. 5, and the focus here is on slowly straightening the knee instead. 4, chest more forward. 3, spine not so rounded, 2, then on the inhale, sweep the arms back. This time, one fluid motion, come forward, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee off, arms up, high lunge. Wonderful. Stay and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, front knee, make sure stacked over the ankle, and left hand forward, right hand back. 1, opening up into this revolved high lunge. Continue to keep the front knee nice and bent. Last 5, 4, try to peel the shoulders open. 3, 2, on the next inhale back to center. 1, both arms up, stretch up, then exhale the hands down, step back to plank. Let's go through the second vinyasa for today. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale to push back, downward facing dog. Holding it here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot forward between the hands, warrior 2. Pivot the back heel down as you windmill the arms up. Take a nice long stance here in warrior 2. Make sure the front knee is right over the ankle. Engage the left glutes, make sure the knee does not collapse inwards. 5, continue to keep the back knee straight. 4, grounding through the outside edge of the right foot. 3, 2, and as you straighten the front knee now, 1, lean forward, triangle pose, left hand down, right hand is up towards the ceiling, gazing up towards the right thumb. 5, 4, right shoulder continue to peel back. 3, the hand coming a little bit closer to the mat. 2, let's come back to warrior 2. 1, rebend the front knee. Good. Reverse warrior, lean forward, flip the front palm, take it all the way to the back wall as you crawl the right hand down the back leg. Stay and breathe. 5, good. Feel that stretch along the left side body. 4, 3, 2, coming back to warrior 2, 1. Let's take Skandasana, retreating warrior, straightening the front knee as you bend the back knee, sit towards the back heel, hands to heart center. Stay here to breathe for 5. Left foot flexed. 4, notice the toes pointed up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, good. Next inhale, let's swiftly come back. 1, up to warrior 2. Smooth transition. And then exhale the hands down. Step back, taking 1 vinyasa to come to downward facing dog. Right foot forward between the hands, warrior 2. Pivot the back heel down, windmill the arms up, sitting nice and low in this warrior 2. Good. The shoulders relax, the body is neither leaning forward nor back. Holding and breathing for 5, good. 4, maybe take a longer stance. 3, 2, let's find triangle pose. 1, as you straighten the front knee, lean forward, right hand down, left hand is up towards the ceiling, gazing up. Left shoulder peels back. 5, the right hand coming closer down towards the mat. 4, find that tilt in the pelvis. 3, 2, good. Let's come back to warrior 2. 1, swiftly moving to reverse warrior as you lean forward. Flip the front palm, take it all the way to the back wall, crawling the hand down the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, maybe a little bit deeper here, and 1. Come back to warrior 2 first. Another swift transition to Skandasana, retreating warrior as you sit towards the back heel. Bend the back knee, right foot is flexed up towards the ceiling. Notice here if your left heel is lifting off, feel free to just keep it off the mat. 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, really feeling that stretch on the inside of the right leg, and 1, coming back up to warrior 2. And from warrior 2, exhale the hands down, step back, taking 1 vinyasa to come to downward facing dog. Take a moment here to catch your breath. And now we start to put the flow together. So not holding the poses for so long anymore, just 1 breath, 1 movement, or more or less so. Moving just the way the body remembers. Left foot forward between the hands, low lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, lifting. The arms up towards the ceiling as you sit the hips forward and down. Hands on the hips, straighten the front knee. Left foot is flexed. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold, hands down onto the mat. Good. This one we hold, it's a stretch for 3. 2, good. Let's sweep the arms back. High lunge. 1, rebend the front knee, tuck the back toes, lift the arms up. 1 breath here, gaze forward, nice and strong. Right hand forward, left hand back. Opening up into this revolved high lunge. Good. From here, we take the transition directly to warrior 2. As you pivot the back heel down, open the body up to the right side. Nice and strong transition. I know the arms can be flailing about a bit, but you did great here. Let's straighten the front knee, triangle pose. Lean forward, left hand down, right hand up towards the ceiling, gazing up towards the right thumb. Good. Can we come straight to reverse warrior as you bend the front knee, swing the arms, left hand reaching back, right hand on the back leg. Reach a little bit further, maybe crawl the right hand down. Good, and let's come straight to a retreating warrior, Skandasana. Again, the movement in the arms initiates the action. Sit towards the back heel. Good, another deep stretch here. Hold for 3, 2, 1, swift transition. 1, we come back into warrior 2, windmill the hands down and step back. Taking 1 vinyasa to come to downward facing dog. Feel free to skip vinyasas to find a practice that is more sustainable for you. And now for the other side. Right foot forward between the hands, low lunge, drop the back knee, untuck the toes, lifting the arms up towards the ceiling. Hands on the hips as you straighten the front knee, half splits. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold forward, hands down onto the mat. Right foot nice and flexed, chest a little further forward for 3, good. 2, keep the back toes tucked, and sweep the arms back. 1, rebend the front knee, lift the arms up, high lunge. 1 breath here, reach strongly, good. Front knee nice and bent. Can we open up into a revolved high lunge? Left hand is forward, right hand is back. Take that deep twist. But as you do so, continue to keep the front knee bent. Nice. Warrior 2, now as you pivot the back heel down, rotating the arms in a natural way to find that transition into that warrior 2. Nice and strong. Let's find a triangle pose. Straighten the front knee, lean forward, right hand is down, left hand up towards the ceiling, gazing up towards the left thumb. And the transition directly to reverse warrior as you rebend the front knee. Take the hands all the way. Right hand reaching for the back wall, left hand crawling down the back leg. And let's come to a retreating warrior. Hands to heart center as you sit towards the back heel, right foot is pointing up towards the ceiling. Good, another deep stretch as we hold here for 3, 2, good. And let's come back up into warrior 2, 1. Windmill the hands down, step back and take 1 vinyasa to come to downward facing dog. Left shin forward onto the mat for pigeon pose. So send the left calf or the shin all the way to the front. The left knee is behind the left wrist, and the left foot is somewhere behind the right wrist. Lower the back knee down. We're here in pigeon pose, body is upright. Sit nice and low here. We're breathing and holding for 5, 4, 3, gazing forward. 2, the hips a little bit lower. And 1, let's gaze over the right shoulder. Good. Right hand starts to reach back. Bend the back knee. Option here to catch onto the foot. Squeeze the heel close to the butt. Find this stretch here. Holding for 5, 4. As you're doing this, try to square the chest forward. 3, gazing forward. 2, and then as you release the foot gently. 1, place the hands down on the mat. Can we shoot the left leg all the way back for 3-legged dog? Left leg lifting up towards the ceiling. Open up the hips, stacking left hip over right hip, and let's come into a wild thing as you drop the foot down behind you, lifting up through the heart, through the hips. Good. Left hand is extended to the front of the mat here. Stay and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and flipping back for downward facing dog. 1, left hand is down onto the mat. And let's switch sides. Right shin forward onto the mat for pigeon pose. Sitting nice and low, the hips coming closer to the mat. Feel that stretch in the right glutes. Shaking the hips out a little bit, body upright, gaze is forward. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, good, as you turn over the left shoulder. 1, let's catch onto the foot as you bend the back knee. So first option, stay here. Second option, bring the heel in close to the butt. Then try to turn the body forward for 5, 4, 3, really feel the stretch in the left thigh. 2, good, as you release the foot gently. And 1, hands down, right foot push all the way back. 3-legged dog, open up the hips and drop the right foot down behind for a wild thing. Lift up through the heart, through the hips. Gazing to the front of the mat. Right hand for 5 is extending to the front of the mat. For 4, 3, hips higher. 2, heart more open. Let's flip back, downward facing dog. 1. Take a moment here to catch your breath. And we start now for the final put together flow for everything. Left foot forward between the hands, low lunge, drop the back knee, untuck the toes, arms up towards the ceiling. Hands on the hips, straighten the front knee, half splits. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold, hands down onto the mat. Just 2 breaths. 1. Sweep the arms back. Good. Tuck the back toes, inhale, high lunge, lift the arms up. Revolved high lunge, right hand forward, left hand back. And warrior 2, windmill the arms, pivot the back heel down. Gaze forward over the front palm. Triangle pose, straighten the front knee, lean forward, left hand down, right hand up towards the ceiling. Reversed warrior, as you rebend the front knee, sweep the arms, left hand back, right hand on the back leg. Crawl a little bit deeper. Retreating warrior, Skandasana, sit towards the back heel, hands to heart center. For 2 breaths here. 1, listen very carefully. Gaze to the back of the mat. Place the hands down at the back. Let's take pigeon pose. Right shin pivots down onto the mat. Body upright. Good. Then gaze over the left shoulder. Left hand reach back, bend the back knee, pull the heel in close to the butt. First option, stay here. Second option, find mermaid pose as an option. Wiggle the foot into the crook of the elbow. Right arm is up and over. Interlace the fingers. Stay and breathe. 5. Try to square the body forward. 4. 3. 2. Releasing the arms. 1. The hands down onto the mat. Push the right leg back for 3-legged dog. Opening up to find wild thing. Foot down, lift up through the heart, through the hips. Right hand extended to the front of the mat. 5. Good. 4. Hips a bit higher. 3. Finishing strong. 2. Let's flip back and take a vinyasa directly. 1. Right hand down, lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. We're facing the back of the mat now. And let's do the other side. Right foot forward, low lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, lifting the arms up towards the ceiling. Sit the hips forward and down. Good, hands on the hips, straighten the front knee. Half splits. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Hands down onto the mat. 2 breaths. Tuck the back toes here. And 1. Sweep the arms back. As you rebend the front knee, let's come all the way up for high lunge. Revolved high lunge, left hand forward, right hand back. Gaze towards the back thumb here. Good. Windmill the arms for warrior 2. Pivot the back heel down, gazing forward, now facing the side of the mat. Good. Triangle pose, straighten the front knee, lean forward, right hand down, left hand is up towards the ceiling. Gaze up towards the left thumb here. And let's come to reverse warriors. You rebend the front knee, left hand on the back leg. Crawl the left hand a little bit further. Skandasana, sit towards the back heel. Stay for 2. And 1. Turn over the left leg to the front of the mat now, hands down. Good. Pigeon pose. Left shin lowered down onto the mat. The body is upright. Gaze over the right shoulder. Other side now. Right hand is reaching back. Bend the back knee. Catch the foot. First option, stay here. Second option, wiggle the foot into the crook of the elbow. Let's find mermaid pose. Left arm is up and over. Catch fingertips. Turn the chest to face the front. For 3. 2. Good. And 1. Let's release the hands. Place the hands down at the front of the mat. Push straight back for 3-legged dog. Remember, we've got a long hold for wild thing here. Open up the hips. Left foot down behind. Lift up through the heart, through the hips. Stay for 5. 4. Finishing strong. 3. After this, 1 final vinyasa. 2. Let's flip back. 1. Take a vinyasa to come to downward facing dog. And from down dog, let's lower the knees down and finish our practice here in child's pose. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed the practice and I will see you around next time. Bye!